Please subscribe to our channel, and for latest update, click on the bell icon.
Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Andeline, and today I'm going to talk to you about happiness, especially inner happiness. So it's very important for us to be happy, at least when you see external things, and it's all the more important to be happy internally. So how can we be happy internally? It involves a few basic, simple techniques which we tend to override, which we tend to ignore, which we tend not to keep doing. I've written a few points for you so that you can pause the video, you can take notes, you can even reflect, you can share the information with others. So instead of dictating it orally, I've written it here. It's all for your own benefit. How can you be a happy person? First and foremost, be content with what God has blessed you with. Be happy that you have a good face, which people can see. Be happy for the beautiful appearance you have. Be happy for your family. Be happy for your education. Be happy for your neighbors. Be happy for being in this country. But we take all this for granted. We think that we are, entitled. We are entitled to receive all this. No. There are so many people who do not have these little things which I just mentioned. So once we start looking at each of these aspects as our blessing, automatically we will find that inner happiness. Let us look at a few points now. Improve mental health. So what do I mean by improving mental health? We start filling our mind with negative aspects. Like for example, if I have a problem at my workspace, I keep talking about it all the time. I keep reminding myself about the negative problem. So what happens? My mind is extremely stressed, and I have that kind of contention where I want to take revenge, where I want to be arrogant, where I want to show a point. So it's very important for us to keep our mental health in a very stable position. You have a problem. Don't look at it as a problem. Look at it as an opportunity that you can solve, that you can overcome. And let us not keep repeating in our mind, I have a problem, I have a problem. No. Keep your mind calm. Yes, it is a problem, and I will face it confidently when time comes. By over-focusing on the problem, we tend to forget the other blessings we have. And as a result, our mind is full of contamination. The second point, self-confidence. So, how can you develop confidence? First and foremost, we have to be happy. We have to be satisfied with what we do, with what we are, with where we are going about, what is our future goal. Unless if we are confident, automatically we will be happy. When we are happy, the happy hormones start functioning in our body, and we give so much of joy to the people around us. Point 3, appreciate life. As I already said in the beginning, we have to be thankful for each day in our life. It is not written and kept that we are going to live forever. Today, I woke up is a blessing, which many people passed away when they were asleep. Many people woke up with sickness. Many people woke up to hear that somebody passed away in their families. Somebody woke up to understand that there's no water supply in their home. There's so many problems, but today I woke up, everything fell in place. I reached my destination carefully. So this is all a blessing, and I appreciate it. So we need to develop that type of attitude. We may have 150 problems at work, 150 problems that affect our personality. But if we learn to appreciate, if we learn to see the value of things, I think automatically our personality would develop, and we would actually influence people around us. Like if you look at some people, they will be going through hell in their personal life, but they'll be functioning excellently well in the professional environment. So when you overhear that they have some problems, the human tendency is to rejoice over the problem. Oh, she can only fly her flag here, but whereas at home, she does this, she has these problems. This is how the human mind speaks. But instead, let us look at it as a positive approach. Let us learn to appreciate. Let us learn to appreciate people around us. We could look and learn from her, despite the problems in her personal life, despite being whatever she is in her family. She is a good boss. She's a good leader. She's able to influence people. She's able to reach out to the needy. So we need to learn and appreciate from each other. Take responsibilities for your choices. I repeat, take responsibilities for your choices. This is very important because most often, whenever we make a decision, we make the decision, but we tend to blame others, especially when it comes to professional choice, professional course, when it comes to choosing your spouse, we tend to blame others. In the beginning, the roses are really red. Your bed is very comfortable. But eventually, as you start growing on that path, we tend to look at problems, we tend to look at negativity, and then we start blaming. Because of my mother, I did not do engineering. Or because of my, my grandfather, I had to marry this person. And we tend to blame them. No, it was still our choice to decide whether we wanted to do an engineering in the first place. It was still our choice to decide whether we wanted to marry this person. It was still our choice to decide where we want to work, what kind of position we would like to take up. So we should be responsible for our choices and be happy about it. This life is just once. There's no redo. So let us live it fully. Let us learn to appreciate. Let us learn to do what we like and stand by our choices. Embrace yourself. So how could you do that? Are we going to just embrace yourself? Physically, yes, you need to embrace yourself. You need to give a pat sometimes when you do excellently well. But embrace life doesn't only refer to the physical aspect. Embrace everything that God has blessed you with. Embrace everything that has happened to you. If you had negative experience as in school, as growing up as a young child, you were beaten up terribly, you were asked to kneel in front of so many children, all those negative experiences happened for a reason, right? You know the reason. And you can also determine whether you deserve that punishment or you did not deserve. That is also left to your choice. And another choice would be to learn to understand that negative situation has helped you to develop as a better person. Or did that situation curb your growth? So you try to learn from your experience. And we all know that we are just born once and we are not here to influence another person's life in a negative way. But it does happen to us. So instead of keeping a morose attitude towards it, let us understand that it has happened for our learning as well as for an experience sake. Meditate. It's very easy for me to stand here and tell you that meditation is very important. But I myself find it difficult to spend time meditating. In the mornings when I wake up, of course, it's my alarm that wakes me up. And I immediately, by default, I just go into my WhatsApp and check if anybody has sent me anything. So this is one habit which I am trying to come out. I would like to wake up to the alarm and then finish my morning duty and then sit for meditation. Actually, we used to do all this when we were schoolgoers and college goers. But later on, when we become professionals, this does not fall in the routine of our personality growth. By meditating, we first and foremost calm ourselves. By calming ourselves, we learn to be calm to others. And when we are calm to others, automatically there's a peaceful environment, there's a positive environment. So I strongly recommend at least 10 to 15 minutes of meditation, and I'm also going to start practicing this, at least basic skills which could one step at a time, promoting meditation so that our mind remains calm to whatever calamities, whatever negativity, whatever problems that we come across. And then we have goals. We need to have goals. It can be short term, it can be long term. For example, if you're looking for a job, getting a job will be your short term goal, right? And if you're, after you get the job, to become the general manager, to become the team leader, or to become a person who can represent your company somewhere abroad, some type of designation fixed to it, that would be your long-term goal. Like 10 years from now, where will I be in this profession? So whenever we join a company, whenever we take up a job, we need to have a short-term goal. Once your short-term goal is attained, we need to fix the long-term goal and work to it. I give myself as an example. I started my career as an LKG school teacher. But way back years ago, I already drew the line that I should become a professor in college. And over the years, I was growing, I was educating myself, I was attending workshops, I was going for conferences, presenting papers, writing books, And today, I stand before you as an assistant professor. And I will still continue to work on my goal to become a full professor someday. So this is just an example from an academic background. Likewise, you need to set your goal. Don't be content as you join in initially and they pay you a bit of money which you're really happy. Don't try to settle down for it. Try to climb the ladder. Serve others. So by the word serve others, I not only reflect to helping the needy and the poor people or the people, those who stretch their hands to you for help. I don't only focus on them. I recommend you to help others. You may be in a team where your colleague is not very good in coding, but you have an excellent command over coding. You can actually help her. You can spend some time with him or her, teaching her the techniques or kind of assisting her in completing the project for the benefit of the organization. See, what you do for others, whether you remember it or not, the person who receives it from you will remember. Like, for example, you must remember who taught you to tie your lace, who taught you to color well, who taught you to go to the market and buy all the items without forgetting anything. So like there are so many little experiences in our lives that has helped us to grow. So we do service for others, but actually we are serving ourselves. We are using that opportunity to develop, to grow. And the next point is be joyful. If you're not joyful, meaning happy, then all of this cannot fall in place. And then the major heading, the inner happiness, will be lost. Let us be joyful because tomorrow is not promised.